Smoke in the rafters! Tankards raise high! Thunder outside the city walls. Boots on the timber floor. inside these walls the room still burns with every song and every turn. Old friends leaning on the bar, trading stories about old scars. And somewhere between the noise and smoke, the whole damn city starts to glow. You can feel it building slowly, like thunder underneath the floor. Raise the banners high tonight, let them sway above the crowd. For every soul that came here broken and forgot that they were proud. Raise the banners for the dreamers, for the fighters standing tall, for the ones who still believe there's a place here for us all. A torrent laughs beside a gnome, like neither one came here alone. And all can humans share a drink without overthinking what to think. The band plays louder than before, boots keep sliding across the floor, and every voice that joins the song makes this battered world feel strong. For one night the wars can wait outside the tavern doors. Raise the banners high tonight, let the colors fill the sky. We spent enough years learning how to hate and how to fight. Raise the banners for tomorrow, for the ones we've yet to meet, for the chance that maybe someday we won't march to different beats. Maybe the world won't change tonight, maybe the morning brings the same old fights, but right here now beneath these lights, nobody stands alone. Raise the banners high tonight, watch them dancing in the air. Every kingdom, every outcast, every voice is welcome here. Raise the banners for the lost ones, for the weary and afraid, for the hope that keeps on shining long after songs have faded. Picked up a sword in Northshire rain, thought being a warrior would make my name. Charged 3 cobbles, felt real tough. 2 seconds later I was ghosting back enough. Said maybe rage just isn't my thing. Rolled a mage with a staff and a shiny ring. Cast 1 fireball, started feeling clever. Pulled too many murlocs and lived for never. Every player says the same damn line, stick with it and you'll do just fine. But every road I wander down ends face first into the ground. Maybe I'll make this, maybe this class is me, till I miss 1 button and collapse dramatically. I've tanked, healed, stealth, casted, none of it lasts long. I spend more time dead on the floor than where I belong. Tried being a rogue in the dead of night, sneaking through camps, feeling light. Missed 1 sap and tripped alarm. 30 guards introduced me to harm. Then I became a holy priest, thought now my suffering will cease. But every dungeon goes the same, tank pulls the planet, I get blamed. Every corpse run feels familiar now. I practically know these graveyards by town, but somewhere deep inside my brain I still click create character again. Maybe I'll make this, maybe this builds the one, maybe this time I won't explode before the fight's begun. I've off a cliff. Warlock. My own demon killed me after a rift. Paladin, respectable. Hunter pet ran wild. Druid looked promising till I got eaten while transformed into a child. Wait. Release spirit? Yeah, probably! Shaman, look kinda fun. Come on. Dungeon feeling mighty brave. Tank marked the targets, said behave. Mage starts drinking, healer checks mana. Then my wolf goes sprinting straight at the commander. Now the hallway screaming, steel starts flying. Raid leads already halfway to crying. I swear I clicked it, I swear I did. One tiny mistake and now we're desert, sunburned face. Heard somebody say this used to be a place. Big old crack running through the land, and a giant sword sticking in the sand. I asked a god, shouldn't we panic? He shrugged and said, seems dramatic. Meanwhile, goblins selling snacks nearby, like colossal titan blades just fall from the sky. We fought dragons, gods, and wars. At this point, nobody's shocked anymore. Let's fly! Oh, that giant thing, just a world-sized blade from a cosmic being. Let's fly! Nah, don't worry, friend, I'm sure somebody important will deal with it in the end. There's lava spilling everywhere, but honestly, no one seems to care. Another Tuesday in Azeroth. Oh! What's up? Cenarian druids look stressed to death, trying to heal the planet's chest, while adventurers ride right by, arguing over transmogs and dyes. A titan stabbed the world in half, and somehow we all just adapted fast. Innkeeper says rooms are cheap tonight, cause apparently apocalypse tourism's light. End of the world, seen it before, still got raid night, it ain't for sure. What's more? That enormous blade thought it was a mountain till the shadows changed. What's more? We're completely fine, just ignore the fact it's visible from half the continent line. The planet's bleeding magic dust, but hey, our guild bank's doing great with trust. Another crisis swept aside. What's more? Maybe we should pull it out and do what after that? Maybe ask the mages? They're busy. Maybe ask the dragons? They retired again. Honestly, it's kind of becoming part of the scenery now. Locked in late on a quiet night, storm wind glowing in the lamplight, standing by the fountain stone, typing words but I feel alone. Saw your character across the square, custom transmog styled hair. You did a wave, I froze right there, like the whole damn server stopped to stare. I got stories in my head, I swear. Just need someone to meet me there. Won't you RP with me? We could be legends or just enemies. We could start in a tavern, end in a war, just sit by the fire like we're something more. Won't you RP with me? No dice, no rules, just fantasy. Type a line and we'll see where it goes in a world only we'll ever know. You said my character's got a tragic past. I said mine too, but I laugh about it fast. We walked out of Goldshire into rain, made up kingdoms, forgot our names. One emote turned into a fight, then a truce by candlelight. Now we're arguing like we've known for years over fictional crowns and pixel tears. Maybe it's silly, maybe it's strange, but I don't want anything to change. Won't you RP with me? We can rewrite history. I'll be your rogue, your knight, your thief, or just a stranger you meet on the streets. Oh, won't you RP with me? We'll break the law irresponsibly, and if it all goes off the rails, that's just better for the tale. blades and grinding gear. This is the part that feels real here. No DPS, no healer queue, just me and a story made with you. Won't you RP with me? Let's make a mess of mythology. One more line before we go and see where the characters grow. Won't you RP with me till the server shuts down eventually? But even then, I'll still recall that night we built it all. Okay, time for a love song. I'm at where the lanterns sway, silver light and midnight rain. She stood beneath the ancient trees, like the whole forest knew her name. She laughed soft like a summer stream, wild and calm all at once somehow. And every tavern tale I knew didn't seem to matter now. I crossed kingdoms chasing glory, fought through fire and endless wars. But one look beneath those moonlit skies, and I forgot what battle was for. She had moonlight in her eyes, stars tangled in her hair. Every time she looked my way, I swore the whole world stopped right there. And I've seen magic all my life, but nothing ever felt like this. Falling hard beneath the boughs for a night elf's kiss. She moved like wind through ashen veil, barely left a sound behind, while I stumbled over roots and words, trying not to lose my mind. She spoke about the older days, wars and names I'd never known. Yet somehow standing next to her made Azeroth feel more like home. The moon hung high above us both, like a lunar self could tell that somewhere in those quiet woods was where my guarded heart finally fell. She had moonlight in her eyes, silver dancing in the dark, and every scar I carried there felt lighter in her arms. I'd fought 1,000 battles, still none hit me quite like this. Falling hard beneath the stars for a night elf's kiss. Maybe I was just another traveler, another fool passing through. But when she took my hand that night, the whole sky felt brand new. She had moonlight in her eyes, and peace within her soul. Somehow in a world at war, she made me feel whole. And if tomorrow calls me far beyond the seas and mist, I'll still dream beneath the about that night, elf's kiss. Okay. Thank you, you guys are great. There's nowhere else we'd rather be tonight. No one else we'd rather be with. This next song is about just that. Sky turned green above the sea. Some prophet screaming destiny. City bells all rang at once. Guess apocalypse is back for lunch. Folks were running through the streets, dragging crates and half-packed dreams. And there you were beside the fire, laughing like the world was only weather. We've seen dragons, wars and flames. But funny how disaster starts to feel the same. It's the end of the world again, but at least I'm here with you. While the mountains crack and kingdoms fall, there's nowhere else I choose. Let the heavens split apart tonight. Let the darkness swallow through. If this whole world's going under, at least I'm here with you. Another portal split the sky. Another ancient god arrived. The guards all looked exhausted now, like, really? This again somehow? But you just leaned against my side like there was nothing left to hide. And for a moment all the fear didn't seem so loud with you near. Maybe tomorrow all this ends, but tonight we still pretend. It's the end of the world again, and somehow we're still alive, sharing drinks while heroes scream and meteors light the sky. Maybe we were born too late, or maybe right on cue. For every ending Azeroth survives, and so do me and you. If the last thing that I hear is your voice above the chaos here, then maybe every battle scar was worth becoming who we are. It's the end of the world again, but I'm not afraid tonight. Not while your hand still reaches mine through all the smoke and light. Let the old gods have their storms, let the titans argue truth. If this is how the story ends, I'm glad I spent it here with you. Thank you, you guys are great! decor. I bet she really knows housing, yeah? Said your place was cozy, had a couple things to show, but the way you winked and bit your lip, girl, we both know. You said I've got a secret room most folks never see. Now I'm trying real hard to act respectful while you're undressing verbally. You got a real nice layout, a real fine view, and baby, I would love a private walkthrough from you. Let me see your house, show me what you hide. Heard you got a real nice pair of lamps sitting side by side. Let me see your house, maybe upstairs first. I wanna see your mantelpiece and furniture until it hurts. You got hardwood floors, soft recliners too. Girl, the way you talk about your house makes me wanna move in with you. Oh, you said careful with the staircase, it isn't very wide. Then slowly cracked the bedroom door and disappeared inside. I said, damn, that's a massive bed. You laughed and said you think, then asked if I preferred the headboard or the counter by the sink. Your decorations drive me wild. Girl, your whole house got me acting unrefined. Let me see your house, every little nook. I bet your hidden study makes me wanna open up your book. Let me see your house, don't leave out a thing. I hear your kitchen's hot enough to make a grown man sing. You got satin sheets and expensive taste. Girl, you're welcome, that got me wanting to stay for days. You said, wanna see my wine cellar? I nearly lost my mind. Then you whispered, there's a spot downstairs most guests never find. Great ceilings, beautiful arches, absolutely unbelievable craftsmanship. Porch swings, your fireplace glows, and somehow every hallway leads to taking off more clothes. Oh! This here's a song about pet battles! Nerves and jitters. Saw a goblin chat and step right up. Tiny turtle beat a dragon pup. Crowds gather round in the market square. A mechanical squirrel throwing sparks in the air. Old heroes cheer like it's war again over two little frogs and a moth named Glenn. Some folks raid, some chase fame. Me, I teach a crab to spit flames. Tiny teeth, big dreams, fighting in the lantern gleam. Little claws and battle screams, strongest team you've ever seen. Tiny teeth, will be. Undead rabbit way too fast. One shot in my poor enchanted rat. Pandaren water spirit came in strong. Whole arena singing along. A tiny phoenix rose again while my poor snake met its end. I stared defeat right in the face to a baby alpaca named Murder Lace. Kings may fight and armies fall, but tonight this chicken stands 10 feet tall. Tiny teeth, big dreams, fighting by the moonlight beams. Feather scales and laser beams, cutest war you've ever seen. Tiny teeth, big dreams, nothing's ever what it seems. Laugh all you want till my snail crits hard and wipes your team clean off the yard. Get up, mongoose! Spider's face! Why is that spider out of space? Somebody heal my tiny ram. He's doing the best he can. Did that chicken just explode? Yeah. Tiny teeth, big dreams, champions come in tiny schemes. Heroes fade and legends rust, but pets still battle 'cause they must. Tiny teeth, big dreams, raise your cages to the sky. One more match before we sleep. Let the mini monsters fight. You guys seem like one hell of a guild. You're lucky to have each other, but you didn't get here by chance. I'm sure you all remember that first guild you joined. This song goes out to them. There was a time the roster glowed every single night. 20 names lit up the rolls beneath the tavern light. Same jokes in guild chat every day, same voices in my ears. Funny how a bunch of strangers became my people through the years. We swore the guild would never die. Guess we all believe that lie. Now I wonder where the guild went, where the hell we all are now. Did life pull everybody under? Did we just stop logging on somehow? I still remember 8 nights laughing like the world outside could wait. And sometimes I still check that roster, hoping one more name lights up this late. The guild bank's probably untouched still, full of junk nobody claimed. Half-finished plans for old events and ranks with forgotten names. Our raid leader yelled like thunder, but stayed till everyone got through. And the healer who complained non-stop was somehow the glue. We thought there'd always be another night, another pull, another fight. Now I wonder where the guild went, who still plays and who moved on, who became parents, who got married, who still hears these old raid songs. Does anybody miss those late nights standing idle in the rain? Or am I the only fool still smiling at those memories again? Maybe somewhere out there tonight, one of them logs in alone, walks past the cities we once filled, and feels the memory of the guild. Last online 8 years ago. something all along. Green hills rising through the haze, ancient songs in the morning rain, cherry blossoms on the breeze, temple bells through the bamboo trees. And every road I wandered down felt older than the kingdoms now, far from the wars we used to know. There's a different kind of strength below. Mist over Pandaria, rolling soft across the stone, where the mountains touch the heavens and no one walks alone. Mist over Pandaria, like a dream I can't explain, a land that teaches weary hearts how to breathe again. Brewmasters laughing deep at night, lanterns glowing warm and bright, stories carried cup to cup till strangers felt like one of us. But shadows still move underneath, anger buried down too deep, and every soul must choose someday what grows inside and what decays. Peace isn't something simply found, it's a thing rebuilt from the ground. Mist over Pandaria, flowing quiet through the skies, teaching warriors and wanderers there's wisdom in still life. Mist over Pandaria, where the rivers bend like time, even broken souls can heal if they learn to slow their minds. From Kunlai snow to jade green seas, every path becomes a memory, and somewhere in the drifting white you remember who you are inside. Mist over Pandaria, carry me a little farther home, through the storms and through the silence, past the roads I used to roam. Mist over Pandaria, still calling through the rain, and every time I leave that shore, part of me remains. Hey! I heard the priest down in the square speak of truth like it was written there, golden hymns and holy flame, promises that all pain fades. Then the shadows called my name, soft as smoke and cold as rain, whispered secrets no one told about the cracks beneath the gold. One says kneel, one says see, and both keep reaching out for me between the light and void. I'm caught in the pull again. One side blinds me with glory, one side pulls me in, and every path I walk tonight feels sharp enough to break between the light and void. How much of myself can I take? Hey! I saw a paladin raise the sun like darkness could be overrun, but I've watched holy kingdoms fall. Turns out faith can crack like walls, and deep below forgotten stone the whispers tell me I'm not alone. They promise power without chains, but leave their marks inside my veins. One burns brave, one hides deep, neither one lets mortals sleep between the light and void. The war lives in my chest. One side calls me chosen, one says I'd survive the best, and somewhere in the space between, the truth begins to fade between the still search for something real. Not another chain to follow, not another hand to kneel. If destiny's already written, then let heaven hear my voice. I'll walk my own road forward and make my own damn choice. The world burns the same for all of us. Horde or alliance, none survive alone. Tonight, we stand together for Azeroth! A human shares a fire with a troll tonight. A tauren and a dwarf watch the same moonlight. Old wars still echo through the scars we wear, but the darkness at the gates does not care. The farmers pray in fields of ash, the healers work while kingdoms crash. And somewhere in the blackened sky, another battle cry begins to rise. We've all us. And thank you, Axel, for hosting. We are the Training Dummies. And you are all champions! Like the whole world came alive, boots on stone and banners high, fire reflected in 1,000 eyes. We were nobodies once, fresh armor and empty hands. Now we walk through these crowded streets like we built them with our friends. Some chase glory, some chase gold, some just needed somewhere to belong. And every road somehow led here to this room, this crowd, this song. Tonight we're champions, bigger than we ever dreamed. Raise your cups and raise your voices for the lives we got to lead. We were young and reckless hearts, charging headfirst into everything. And standing here beside you now makes me feel bigger than a king. Remember nights that turned to dawn, still laughing after raid wipes gone wrong. Somebody always missed the pull, somebody always blamed the lag at fault. Every tavern, every war, every dungeon we survived made legends out of ordinary souls who just kept showing up each night. And when the crowd sings back the words, it feels like nothing changed. Like every old dream we carried still burns inside our veins. Tonight we're champions, not because we never failed, but because we kept on fighting long after weaker hearts turned pale. Through every loss and every victory, every scar and every sting, standing shoulder to shoulder here makes me feel bigger than a king. No throne could mean this much, no treasure shine